Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Amnesia Rebirth, blind. Once again, I'm in the alien world, so let's have a look around. Okay, don't yet know the purpose of this.
It's the town again, little one. See? It's another gateway, I think. A portal. Like in that laboratory, but big enough for us. Look! Little one. I think this is a way out of here. I know it's crazy, but can we get it working? This isn't working.
Probably needs Vitae to power, as in the previous example. Observation: laden jar-like vessel, resembling those in place in device in portal chamber but spent, broken. Relic age unknown, manufacturing quality high, as if welded or cast using advanced modern industrial methods. Spiral on the laden jar bank, also found on door near camp, leading to maze, grid chambers below. Devices powered by electric fluid, or some means of gathering electric fluid. Well, it's not really an electric fluid. It's a torture fluid. I guess those aren't mutually exclusive. I just happen to be sort of more perturbed and more interested in the torture part, which obviously makes it highly unethical. 22nd of May, 1839. That thing is after me. It has been hunting me for days, but I keep out of its trail, so I will persevere. I can see a settlement at the edge of the desert. I'm getting closer, I can see it. But it is not me. It is Abdullah. Through his eyes I see, his mind I hear. Confined to myself, I see only death, dressed in the orb's darkest shadow. 1839. Isn't this... This might be kind of... Like, I don't remember when exactly did... the first game take place. I think it was the 1830s, but I don't remember the exact year, let alone a month. Okay, that looks surprisingly human. That's not so much, although I guess those are still humans. They just have very weirdly proportioned torsos, presumably because they are standing in such a weird way, like pushing their breast out forward. But those, you know, perfectly human. So I guess I am back on Earth then. This is a structure of this... Like, it is the other side of the portal. I am actually on Earth, I think. Although, you know, I might as well be kind of crazy at this point. Mm, 17th of May, 1839. I was right, and it is a bitter pill, a mithraeum, and in it an orb, and now my dolt of an assistant has shattered it. I have sent it and him to Brennenburg. Perhaps something might be salvaged. So what is left for me now? There is a gate here. I have vitae, but I have no orb, and have discovered nothing of what Brennenburg called a traveler's locket. Yet it is clear this place is part of something greater. These halls are not the final resting place of their great queen, whatever the legends may say. It is merely a spoke on the wheel. What does the hub hold? Okay, so this is directly connected timeline-wise, those letters, to the first game, because this is actually where they found that orb that Daniel found and then shattered and then brought the pieces of back to London. Professor, I believe this is only one part of a bigger construction. The archives make reference to this place as a gate, but it also talks of other gates. If I am reading correctly, and there is a symbol that reads as crops or harvest, perhaps it is related to the seed. And I guess this is this is one of the umbrellas, because there was a note in Amnesia: The Dark Descent where Daniel was kind of embarrassed to walk around the desert with an umbrella, and the professor was telling him, you know, a bit of embarrassment is better than heat stroke. A Door to Many Worlds by T.A. Herbert. Forward. As I write this memoir, my great endeavor is on the verge of completion. That very threshold which has eluded the members of our fellowship down the ages lies before me, and I, Thurston Herbert, have the keys within my grasp to open it. What great beauties, what bounteous paradise might lie beyond the gate? Surely it will lead to the Arctic depths, to the megalithic structures in Brazil, to anywhere within our realm. It may go further. The evidence has been before our eyes since the days of Adam. I use that example advisedly, for surely the story of Adam is the Hebrew retelling of our first arrival, thrust out of the Garden of Eden and into this harsh world. Beyond the gate lies the garden, the place of our making, and I will be the first since Adam too. Abdullah, Khaled will take on Daniel's duties. You are to commence excavation on the side tunnels immediately. Break down the Roman walls if you must. They are irrelevant. Anything older than Roman, investigate. If there are any more markings, such as they are in the room with the cage, I wish to hear about them. Any records, carvings, or signs that resemble an amulet or a bracelet, I wish to hear about them. Any round stone or crystal, do not touch it at the pain of death, but summon me at once.
How did we get to this, huh? And how did you grow so fast? I hope you're all right.
Okay, so this is a map of the place, I guess? Like a sketch, at least. Ethereal resonance chamber, tuning, ethereal flow selector, portal chamber, focus control, ore pedestal, laden jars, energy store. Khaled, a full and accurate copy of the symbols in the room with the pillars is most important. Devote yourself to it. I wish it to be completed by the time I rise tomorrow. In particular, pay attention to the symbol I have labeled as seed. I believe it to be the crystal orb that I seek. Any clue about its whereabouts will see you well rewarded.
This is Richard's. He was here.
I don't care. Following her is insane. I won't. I won't. Richard, come back! Richard!
They left us. Richard and Alex. I don't remember why.
Yeah, there's very clearly a monster in there. What's the purpose of this? Yeah, that's the flesh goo that was at Brennenburg as well. It is connected with the orb and like with the darkness that guards the orbs.
We need to get out of here soon.
There is a hole in the wall in here, which I didn't notice this ladder originally.
My heart.
Yeah, so I guess Alice fell sick at some point, because there was also a sketch with her like at the doctor. Diagram on the wall. Map, ley lines, star chart, position on radio spectrum akin to wavelength. Must test complete paths.
Are you there? It's Yasmin.
Yasmin? Yes! Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm trapped. I'm in a tomb.
Take a rest. You need to take care. I told you.
Doctor? Damn. Well, I suppose at least they can't be far. They might as well be on the moon. Unless we can get out of here.
Perhaps there was once a real person called Tinhinan, a leader of her people. If so, she is likely buried in the Tuareg tomb far above us. There are other, much older stories that have been conflated with hers. Legends of the Grey Lady, a goddess who walks the desert. Legends of a healer, legends of an empress. I think these are ancient memories of what truly happened in this place. Now this is all getting very, like, I like it. To be honest, I like this game so far probably the most out of all of the Amnesia games, because it has the greatest amount of lore, and it's getting downright very much Lovecraftian, because you've got this other civilization of, like, you know, aliens that live in another world, and they have interfered with the history of humanity, and the stories of them have sort of intertwined with the legends of humanity. That's exactly what happens, you know, plenty of times, all the time, in Lovecraft's mythos, where, you know, those adventurers of his, they find like ancient ruins, and the twist of the story is that they are not even of a human civilization to begin with. Okay, so I can shift the pillars. Oh, that's a corpse. Quite a decomposed one at that. So it's what? I guess I have to position them in such a way that it's possible to recreate it. on this. Oh, okay, this is much more complicated than I gave it credit for. Okay, so it seems I cannot move this one. So this one remains constant always. Let's... so for example, it could be like this. But I would need to switch the middle and the right. Okay, it should be correct. So what do I need to adjust it to? Diagram on the wall, a map, ley lines, star chart. But on the wall, how am I supposed to get from this what I'm supposed to put on these? I guess there's still a ladder to climb here. I think. Not quite. What's different?
Well, that's no good.
I guess the symbol is not finished. But this is probably impossible. It still doesn't quite make sense. The lines on this. Okay, it seems I can't flip it anymore. Because this... No, I can. I can. Huh. Okay. This is, I think, doable. But I don't think it makes sense lines-wise. Yeah.
Not working.
Like, this looks pretty okay. Because it mirrors the outer high line. But the other parts do not. And I guess I should conform to this specifically, because obviously this is the one I cannot move. Wait, this makes sense? It's not so much, I think. This is doable, simplified. Seems it's at least partially correct. So can I still change it? I can.
I must be doing something
But
wrong.
compare this to this. Can I change this to the same one? Oh. From the mechanism it seems that the control device is supposed to turn the pillars, but the linkage is broken. We must turn them manually before the device will work properly. See that the winches are put in place. I will want to test several configurations. Okay, this doesn't actually help me. I kind of knew that already. Okay.
Well, I guess that worked. Let's hope that's fixed the portal.
Okay, still can't read those. The song of the crystal must be attuned where the fragments of harmony fall, and there is a key to a world's edge. The purity of vitae must be exact according to the something of something's law. Revoking the chain of memory might fracture the edge. Let edge, harmony, seed and vitae flow, and the gate is open. Seed must be warded, or empty comes. Leon de Vries, mining expert. A British South African will need a visa. Leon de Vries, mine supervisor, recommended by McFadden and West, worked on 3 of the Evander mining projects, but Phoebe, ex-MMW, says she wouldn't invite him to dinner. She likes everyone, so tread carefully here. Wants to do some hunting while we are in Sudan. Can't see that as a problem, as long as it doesn't get in the way.
Yeah, well, Leon. A real ray of sunshine, huh?
I probably need to return to the top before it has any effect.
It's good to know I'm not alone. You should have a name. Salim and I, we never talked about it. His mother was Amara. So you shall be Amari. That works for a boy or a girl. Hello, little Amari. Not far now, we'll soon be home.
Ah.
This one is empty, I think.
It's missing Vitae. Which I figured, like, that's the way it worked. To Alexander von Brennenburg, we were right. The Zora is real. I took an orb from the shrine in Assault Mines, but the shadow pursues, and I am trapped. I will attempt the crossing. It is my only way out. Record my name. Tell all. It was Herbert who gave us new worlds to explore. The thing is after me. No, I read that already. I must have missed this one. Okay, maybe I can open the door with the other container and then return it later once I grab whatever I need from the other side.
Are you ready, little one?
TAH. We cannot reach the device. Attempts to break the metal have failed. It is of the same strange composition as the Leyden jars. A thorough analysis is impossible until we get closer, but my theory is that the Leyden jars are containers for some sort of energetic etheric fluid, and the device in the room below is some means of gathering such fluid to fill those jars. What exactly is it drawn from is unclear. Surely not simply the surrounding atmosphere. It would require something with much more greater deal of vitality. I have sent the boy Rashid below with a paint pot and brush and told him to mark any route he finds clearly.
All empty.
Khaled has excavated several more Leyden jars, which are fully energized. While it is clear they are required to power the portal device, without another orb I am unwilling to waste them on a test. However, I am now certain the contents of these jars, this fluid-like energy, is the vitae of which Alexander spoke. Yeah, because Alexander has been experimenting with Vitae for centuries before Daniel found the orb. Like, I guess he did originally come from this other world, or like he had prior knowledge of it at the very least, or I guess Vitae might be like a galaxy-wide kind of thing. Maybe not galaxy, but you know, it might encompass multiple worlds rather than just Earth and this other one that's explored in this game.
Under the sign of the Seven on the third rise at the second calling, I, Karangi, make this record. The harvesters have adapted to the refinements to the hunting ground. Over the last 10 rises, I mark a full yield of 17 cells, which is an improvement of 4 cells over the previous cycle. Mareiku suggests that the new Transfiguration batch may be a contributor. I advise a cycle with prior harvester stock to eliminate uncertainty. So recorded, in her name eternal.
Okay, so this is the way to proceed, as evidenced by the marking. But I will do it next time, because this episode has been long enough. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!